We're rolling. I'm warm. Are you warm?
Well, you turn the fan all the way off.
We can't have the fan on.
Why not? Don't turn on low.
You're going to still hear the noise and stuff. There's already background noise in this.
Alright, start it up.
Alright, well, we're starting. And it's warm. But whatever. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dorks and Debate Sidecast episode. One of our shorter ones. And sorry about all of the the long absences. I think our last episode was in the middle of November. But there's just been a lot of stuff going on in addition to all the holidays. So, that being said, well, let me go ahead and introduce who I'm here with so you can actually talk. I'm Tina, the host Tina, and this is my co-host, Alex.
Hello, everybody.
Ooh, well, listen to that voice. But
bonus points if you know where that's from.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Extra points. But, so anyway, no, sorry about all of the delays. We're still here. We're still doing stuff. We're kind of doing a little bit of a, I guess you could say rebranding and expansion, actually. So, two big things. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. I don't really want to get into detail just yet, but we are probably going to be doing a new name for our podcast. That's pretty, it's definite. That's big.
Yeah, it's
new
a very
name.
big update.
Yeah, but I mean, in addition to that, we are going to have other updates. But once we do have things finalized, which we're hoping by the end of the year, so bringing in, 2015, we'll have everything all, set up for everybody to enjoy. But I mean, I don't want to get too much into detail. Like right now, this is a Dorks episode, the shorter one, but we just want to let you guys know that up front. So stuff will be coming. Just hopefully you still see us in your Facebook news feeds. I know it's kind of hard sometimes, but whatever. And thanks for sticking with us. So, on to our main topics here. Basically, this is just an episode about not really so much movies and TV, which seem to be our main focus. This is more of just like other kind of nerdy things that we're all into. That are still in the whole, entertainment industry kind of thing. Yeah,
just a couple of dorks debating.
Basically, yeah.
Just stuff that I guess like a weekly update to all things nerdy and geeky and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Stuff we've been into, stuff that we saw.
Stuff that we're listening to.
Stuff that we're listening to.
Right, exactly. So, starting off, I know everybody's seen them, but there's been a whole bunch of new movie trailers out lately.
Yeah, very big trailer the past 2 weeks. Yeah.
It's been like just a parade. Every couple days there's a new one. And for everybody keeping track, the big ones were, Jurassic World, the teaser for Star Wars. I almost said Star Tours. Star Wars. And the Terminator Genisys. Was that it? Was there another one?
What year is it?
That is true. I mean, like, the last Terminator movie... Well, the Terminator movies were big in, like, the late 80s.
Yeah, 90s. Late 80s. 92, I think Terminator 2 was?
Something like that. 92, 91. Yeah, exactly. And then we all know Jurassic Park. That was, I think, 93. And then 97 was the other one. And Star Wars, oh my god, I don't even know.
Yeah, I almost can't control myself.
Right, so yeah, okay, the one you're most psyched for, obviously, is the Star Wars one.
Which, I was explaining, it's kind of weird, because on the list of my all-time favorite movies, I think we did this in a different podcast, Jurassic Park is up there. And it's over Star Wars. I
agree.
Star Wars is awesome. The original three... they have a place in cinema history.
Yes, definitely.
But Jurassic Park for me was just crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just crazy. I've seen that movie so many times and enjoyed it thoroughly.
We recite it often.
Yeah. Can't go a day without quoting it.
Exactly.
But
we dressed up as the characters at the con.
We did. A little cosplay action.
Yeah.
Another topic we can discuss at a later date.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw the Jurassic World trailer, and I can't say that I dislike it, but it didn't wow me.
Okay.
It didn't. I know you have a different opinion on it. But yeah, the Jurassic World. Maybe because I guess it's because I did a little bit more research into the storyline, which I probably shouldn't have. And I felt like the trailer itself, they called it a teaser, and I feel like it gave away the whole plot of the movie.
Well, I think that one was a full-blown trailer because it was like 2.5 minutes long. The Star Wars one was definitely a teaser.
Yeah, they said, but even the Jurassic World, it said teaser.
Oh, well, yeah, they have extended trailers that come out like a couple weeks later and stuff, which I will not be watching.
Yeah, I know you. I mean, I for one can watch trailers and I'll forget by the time the movie comes out anyway.
Yeah, most people do. I don't know. Movies make an impression on me, I guess.
But yeah, back to my point. Jurassic Park was a bigger movie for me, but that Star Wars 7 trailer, I don't know. That movie, I will be in line, in a tent, 48 hours before, on the curb, ready to go in to get advance tickets.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be the one to be. And I heard somewhere that trailer alone is going to be like the most viewed trailer of all time. I think it's on the roll to be.
That makes total sense. Yeah, I mean, it's just I never thought that they were going to make more. I mean, there was always like a slight rumor, but just no. I never thought they were going to make more, and now they actually are. And they've got Disney behind them, and it's J.J. Abrams directing. And
like you were saying, we had a discussion about how Disney
is buying up everything.
Buying up everything, and basically throwing it in everyone's face. Like, okay, now we own this.
Right.
Just like the Avengers trailer had the old Pinocchio song like totally woven into the whole movie. It looks like, and it's like when I first saw that preview, I was just like, "Well, okay, Disney, we know that you own Marvel. Just bring it back a little bit,
take it down."
Yeah, exactly. And you were like, "Yeah, I really don't like that Disney bought Marvel and Star Wars."
Just because you know how Disney.
And I brought up the point of. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Disney should have bought Marvel,
right?
Although I mean, because I think that Marvel Studios is capable of doing things without Disney's help.
Yeah, they've got a pretty awesome track record so far.
But Star Wars is a different story, and that I am very happy that Disney scooped up. Mainly because of it's almost sacrilegious to say, but George Lucas. I mean, we saw what he did to the previews. And not for nothing, they're good movies for children. Yeah. But they weren't what the fans wanted to see.
Right.
And once Disney bought it up, Lucas gave it away, and now we're seeing like Star Wars Rebels. I'm not a big fan of animation, but I caught a few episodes, and I have to say, it looks like they're tying this into Star Wars 7, the Rebels cartoon.
Now that's different from the Clone Wars cartoon?
Yeah, different time period.
Okay.
Like
the animation styles are slightly different too, aren't they?
Slightly, still not my favorite style of animation. But yeah, slightly different time period. But it just goes to show that they're really going back to the roots of Star Wars, and I think Disney has a big part in that. And I'm happy to see that.
Well, yeah, I know that, what is it, the Rebels cartoon? That's on, I think, the Disney Channel and stuff. So
yeah, Disney XD. I actually just downloaded the app for Disney XD on my phone just to watch that one show.
Oh, really? Well, I know the Clone Wars at some point now, so they might have taken it off, but I know it was on Netflix too. So I might check those out one day. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't be.
Clone Wars is the same thing. I watched a few episodes. Some of them you can tell are strictly for children. Some of them have a little bit of story woven into them. Not my favorite, but okay.
That's cool.
Before we go too crazy into Star Wars, because I still want to talk about the rest of the Star Wars show. I could talk about it all day. And I also want to talk about the Jurassic World trailer. But let's get to the other one, the big one that came out, Terminator Genisys.
It's spelled
crazy.
Stupid. I hate that spelling. And well, I mean, honestly, really, they are trailers, and we're just talking about trailers because we know I don't want to research what's happening in these movies, but I will say that we're going to talk about these trailers in depth, so you could kind of say they're spoilers. I mean...
Well, I guess we didn't give anything away from the trailers, so now would be the time to...
Yeah, before we go any further in depth, I mean, honestly, if you didn't watch the trailers, then why are you even listening to this podcast? But anyway, going forward. But anyway, what were you going to say?
Please continue to listen.
Yes.
Yeah, so the Terminator Genisys trailer, you kind of had a slightly... negative vibe toward it, seemed like?
A little bit. Like, let me, up front, I'm definitely going to see it, and I'm interested in it. I'm not sure how good it's going to be. I really hope it's great.
Yeah.
Because I love Terminator.
Yeah, see, now, we actually started watching the original Terminator last night.
Oh, well, give us your backstory. Like, have you seen all the movies?
Yeah, I had seen Terminator 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember any of it, to be honest. Terminator 2, I have more recollection of.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that movie in my mind, like, pretty much the whole thing. But the first Terminator, I don't remember at all. So
okay,
we're gonna like go through them and watch the
whole series,
whole series again, so I get more into it. And I think for that reason, I kind of enjoyed the trailer a little bit more than you did.
It could be. I mean, but also I think after we'll probably finish it today. So what I think you should do is watch it. Like, watch the trailer again after now just watching the first movie, because you're going to see a lot of, like, they use a lot of the same shots and all
and
this
also
stuff.
too, it's funny, like, even though I hadn't seen the original Terminator fully, or if I did, I forget, I still, like, know everything about it. Like, I know, like, what the people in it, I know what happened.
Right.
I guess from just being around other people and, like, you know, older siblings who had watched it and loved it.
Okay,
I kind of know the names, you know, Sarah Connor and, you know, Kyle Reese, and I know that, like, it all took place in this time, and the Terminators, whatever. So then when I saw the new trailer, it didn't quite grasp what was going on at first, and then I was like, wait, this seems like they're doing another time travel story.
Yeah, it definitely does.
And they show, I don't know her name, Khaleesi from...
Amelia Clark.
Yeah, they show her, and I'm like, who is that? Is that Sarah Connor? Because in my opinion, she looks just like the lady.
Linda Hamilton.
Yeah, looks just like her. And then I saw the T1, or is it T2000? The guy from the second one?
The T1000, yeah.
Yeah, the T1000. Then I saw, like, that guy, and I'm like, wait, this is like a remake? Or what are they doing here? And it looks like they're going to go back in time to the same period that they did go to.
84, yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to be like a whole nother thing, so it was like... And then they showed old school Arnold, like CGI. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And old man Arnold.
Right.
So
I don't know what's
like
going
a cluster.
on there.
It's a little bit of a cluster, but to me that kind of looked cool. I mean, we just had X-Men: Days of Future Past that did time travel pretty much the same way and did it very successfully. So I'm excited to see what they do, and I love Khaleesi, so I'm going to go see just to see her.
Yeah, exactly. I also really like the actor Jason Clarke, the guy who's playing John Connor. I think he's he's got like a cool presence.
Who is it again?
He's the dude from Lawless and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
I recognize him as well from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. He was good in that.
Yeah. And so I like them, and, you know, I love the Terminator series. I love Kyle. Everybody knows my little infatuation thing with Kyle Reese and stuff, so I'm definitely going to see it. But I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. I really hope it's awesome, because, like, the last two was kind
of... it didn't look... This is just a trailer, but it didn't look as gritty and as, like, you know, like hardcore as the first two films.
Yeah.
And I guess that just goes with the times. It just looks like a typical action...
There's a lot
sci-fi,
of CGI
fest. And the old school movies were way, like, you know, like a hardcore 80s film, rated R. You know, and they just don't make movies like that anymore.
No, not at all. So, yeah, there is that, but then also, like, when we're in the future and we got these, like, cyborgs with liquid metal and stuff, you have to use CGI. So it's a hard balance you gotta find.
Now, to backtrack, too, just like I said, they don't really make movies like that anymore. In my opinion, what J.J. Abrams is doing with Star Wars looks to be he is going to do that and make a film that has, you know, the heart of the late 70s,
I hope so,
decade, you know, and it's really, the Star Wars trailer blew me away.
Yeah.
So much more than the other two. And it was like a statement trailer.
Yeah, you know? They wanted to, because every single frame of that trailer was, you know, analyzed and picked.
Discussed probably for months.
Yeah. So they're very, and I love the way he goes about, like, he keeps everything real tight-lipped and all that stuff, and, you know, they had the one photo come out where he was sitting in front of the Millennium Falcon or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I love all that stuff.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I love it. I love the way he does stuff like that.
You know, and, like, say what you want about JJ, with his lens flares and different things. You know, and some people hate Lost, and some people hate his shows that he did. I, for one, kind of like most of the stuff he does.
Yeah, me too.
Hit or miss, some of it.
There's
but he's proven that he really knows how to do directing, and he likes the old style of directing. He's proven that as well. He resurrected Star Trek, and he's not even a fan.
Yeah,
he's a fan of Star Wars, so I think we're really in for a treat. And all like big name people who can't, have signed the agreement and can't say anything. They have been just like you can see, like they're so excited.
Oh, really?
And like so, it looks like it's going in a good direction.
Yay! When does that come out next year? Does it come out in the winter of next year?
I think it'll. I'm sure. I don't think there's a date.
Oh,
it might have been the 17th of December.
So, but it's definitely towards the end of the year. It's not a summer movie, right?
No, I don't think so. I would say I was thinking it'd come out Christmas next year.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Whew. Well, everybody knows what we'll be doing next December.
And just so I don't leave out Jurassic World, I just want to do a whole podcast discussing those trailers. But real quick, the coolest part in the Jurassic World was because they show like the park. And we don't really know what's going on. We don't know the timeline. We don't know if it's been, 20 years. Has the park been open this whole time?
It's probably been at least whatever it is currently. Like if that was in 93 and it's now. So it's been probably, I would say 10 years. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm guessing, at least 10 years.
Yeah, my favorite part is like they show like, I guess it's Jurassic World, the amusement park, and they show like a bunch of tourists walking through the main walkway, and they all have like white hats that John Hammond used to wear, like it was like a gift.
A nod,
So that's like so cool. And like, we live by Universal Studios, and it's like, why don't they sell those hats in Jurassic Park? That's such a cool idea. Like, out of all the cool stuff that they showed in the trailer, like that part gave me chills. I was like, wow. Like small stuff like that, like small details, it's just, you could see that they put a little bit of thought into it.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
The other main part that seemed to be a little controversy was the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
Where they show Chris Pratt on the motorcycle and doing like a race with raptors.
Yeah. Everybody was saying like they think like the raptors are working in conjunction with him or something, which okay, so we'll go into what I'm thinking with it. I like that trailer. There was a lot of stuff, but there were like, we didn't see this new big hybrid dinosaur, which I'm very glad that they didn't show that.
Which they gave that away in the story. It's like, well, now we know it's about that.
True, but I don't know how much about it.
Yeah, we didn't see it, which is cool.
So, like, they have a lot of pieces, but I know that those aren't the money shots of the movie. You know what I mean? Because I was hesitant, because when I looked at the trailer, I saw it was 2.5 minutes. I was like, oh, crap, this is the full-length trailer. But I was like, it's Jurassic World. I have to watch it, though, because, I love Jurassic Park. So I took a gamble, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, I don't feel too bad about this trailer. So that's good.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, okay. The whole thing with the raptors possibly working with him, that I don't know about. And then this whole hybrid dinosaur thing, I'm kind of, like, it could be great, but it could very, very easily be terrible. Like, that idea just sounds horrible.
The storyline doesn't... It's not something that I would have chose to reboot the franchise.
Yeah.
That being said, I mean, that might make the movie better for me, because I'm going in with slightly lower expectations. So that might work in its favor.
Right.
But as for the raptor scene, I didn't take it that way. I didn't take it like he trained the raptors and they're working with him. Which, after reviewing it, I think that might very well be what is going on.
Oh, really?
But when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay, they're chasing something. Like the raptors must have been involved in some bigger prey, or he had like some sort of scent on him. Like I didn't even think that they would ever be working with him,
right?
It's so
exactly.
abstract. That being said, that's like a worry. Like if they're going to do something crazy like that,
yeah. Because even like in the third movie where they made the
call or whatever,
yeah, with they replicated the what was it, the vocal?
I'm not even going to try to use it. So,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Where he was able to make the noise with the machine. He was able to talk to the velociraptors. Even that, I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know about this.
Yeah, the third one, I don't really like that.
It's okay. It's definitely nowhere near obviously the first one. And I actually really like the second one, too.
I enjoyed the second one just as much. I mean, mainly because Jeff Goldblum's cool.
Oh, God, yeah.
And what's her name, too? She's very good.
Julianne Moore.
Yeah, she's very good, too. And that was like a big Vince Vaughn film.
That was the first time I ever saw Vince Vaughn.
Exactly. No one knew who he was still, and he was great in that. So, yeah, I enjoyed the second one just as much.
Yeah.
Well, not just as much, but...
a close second. Like it's supposed to be.
So yeah, I think we could talk about these probably for another 2 hours. So.
Oh, God, yeah. But we don't want to bore you too much. So
we might go into Star Wars again later on, because I want to maybe do frame by frame with everyone.
I did notice that I didn't recognize anybody in that. I mean, not that there were a lot of people in that trailer.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
the only person I recognized was the guy flying the TIE fighter, who... incidentally, is also going to be Apocalypse in the new X-Men movie. It's
What's his name? Oscar
cool.
or something?
Oscar Isaacs, I think.
Yeah.
Or Isaac. And, but then there was the girl, and then the kid in the beginning, and obviously whoever that, person with the much talked about, lightsaber.
Oh yeah, the lightsaber. Mm-hmm. I thought it was cool. And I have a whole explanation of why I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But I won't go into it.
Okay. I thought it was alright. I think I would have tilted the two edges a little bit, but other than that, it's fine. I'll just see it in the movie. I don't really care.
Let's say if Luke had one of those, he'd still have his hand. That's all I'm saying.
Too soon. Okay, well, alright, yeah, so I guess we should move on from Star Wars.
Well, I guess we'll have a Star Wars podcast soon.
Yeah,
and we could do that, and we'll just talk about all things Star Wars. We can go the first 20 minutes. We can do the trailer review. Because I think there's a celebration coming up. That's the next big Star Wars event. And then I did hear
a celebration like somewhere? Or
yeah, it's called the Star Wars Celebration, and they do it every year. It's probably in California, but I forget where it actually is. But I know that they really treat their fans well every year who goes to it.
Cool.
Like I think the one when Phantom Menace came out, or one of the newer films at Star Wars Celebration, they showed the actual Yoda fight.
Oh, really?
It must have been Attack of the Clones. They showed the Yoda fight to them, and that wasn't even in the trailers. That was not shown at all. That was just what that group got to see.
Oh, that's nice.
So what I think is they're going to do is they're going to put something out then, and then after that, there are already talks that the next big trailer will be at the beginning of Avengers.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah. So we'll have to wait till probably May or April of next year, I would say. And
yeah,
then
2015 is like a big year for movies.
They're all the ones that I'm really psyched about are all sequels.
And another cool thing, they're all science fiction. Which is like, we haven't seen it. I guess it's turning that way now because the comic book films have been so big. But before that, like, you didn't see science fiction films with a big Hollywood budget.
No.
You just didn't see it. And they weren't making money, and no one cared about them. And now they're going back, and I'm really excited for that.
You know, it would be cool, and this is just really jumping out there, but to see science fiction movies brought up, like, obviously well-rounded, well-made science fiction movies that start cracking awards categories. Yeah, exactly. Besides just the,
which I think we'll see, soon enough.
Well, at least the Golden Globes, they seem to be more apt for that kind of stuff. But yeah. Okay, so we're done with the trailers. Anything else you wanted to say before we move on real quick?
No, yeah, trailers, that's good.
Okay, cool.
Like, because I think what we'll try to do with, like I said, because we're going to do a couple changes to the structure of the shows.
Yeah.
Try to do just like a weekly review.
Yeah, these will keep shorter. I mean, this one might be a little long, but just kind of an introductory one, and because we wanted to tell you about all the updates and that kind of stuff too. But
yeah, I guess like stuff you've been geeking out over for the week, or month or whatever. Just your next big craze.
Right, exactly. So speaking of stuff like that, you were telling me a little bit about what kind of gaming stuff you're into.
The ultimate nerd game. The ultimate dork in debate.
That is true. I'll give you that.
Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D.
The tabletop gaming.
Yeah, yeah.
From, that's like I think, 1970 something.
I was going to say, that's got to be like one of the earliest, right? Yeah.
But yeah, I played it as a kid a long time ago. Probably early 90s. My older brother had the books. They played. We took their books, played. And then I just forgot about it, and it was like lost for years. And then just recently they released the newest edition, 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. And I was like, wow, I remember having a really good time playing this game, you know, as a kid. So I was like, you know, maybe I'll get into it. I already spend a lot of time at my local game shop anyway, you know, with different things. So I was like, I picked up the book, you know, read it a little bit, and they do games every Wednesday and Thursday or something like that. And for a while, I did 2 groups. I was in 2 groups, and as a player, you know, played a couple weeks and just having a really fun time. You know, it's a really fun game. And what I like to explain to people, some people just can't get into it.
Right, yeah.
Which is fine. But then people who are like on the fence, I always like to say,
that's kind of where I am.
Yeah, it's just so cool because, granted, you could spend as much money as any other hobby if you wanted to.
Well, yeah.
But the basics things you need is a pencil, a piece of paper, and some dice. And that's like all you really need.
Right, yeah.
To have like an awesome like adventure. And it's all in your imagination. So it's like every guy around the table has their own vision of the story of what's going on.
Right. See, like, I'd always heard of Dungeons and Dragons, but, like, I just, from, like, TV and stuff.
Yeah, it's the ultimate nerd.
Picture, people wearing hats and, yeah, exactly.
It's the ultimate nerd.
Yeah. So, when you explain it to me, I'm like, oh, okay, so I kind of get it now. I still don't know if I'm gonna, ever really play, but it does look interesting and stuff, and like looking through that book you had and stuff was kind of cool. But we'll see. I'll definitely bring it up, obviously, if I ever try to play.
Yeah, I've been trying to get her to play.
Well, it's
doesn't seem like she's gonna.
But it's hard because you play kind of far away from where I live, too.
Yeah, well, like we're trying to figure out somewhere close to play.
Yeah, so it's a work in progress, but you're having a good time playing, so that's.
Yeah, I mean, I had like a few weeks where I was, because there's like the players. And then there's the dungeon master.
That's like the ringleader guy.
The ringleader.
Or
He's the narrator. Right? Yeah. And then this last Thursday, was my second time giving it a shot as the dungeon master. And I don't know if I'm going to really cut the mustard with that. It's a lot tougher than being a player. You got to do a lot of prep work. You got to like be in charge of everything.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to give it my all and try to run through the story that I'm going with. But
well, I would say you probably need a lot of practice too. That seems like something that you wouldn't be able to just fall right into easily either. So, well, best of luck to you there.
Yeah, a lot of nostalgia, I guess, for me. That's why I'm so into it. But tabletop gaming in general is just a very fun thing. Like when I was younger, I did video games.
Right. Yeah.
And that was like my big thing. And then I always make the joke like, okay, I graduated to tabletop games. And now I don't play video games anymore. Which is true. I mean, I don't have the time and they just don't grasp my attention anymore.
And it's different. I mean, like, I know you can play video games online with people, but it's not the same thing as playing with people.
Yeah, being in a room, having a few drinks, just having a good time, pizza.
Exactly.
And like, we have like a bunch of people we watch movies with and stuff like that. And you guys seem to be more into the party games.
Yeah, well,
which are fun, which are always fun. But like me, when I was younger, and my friends, we were always into the strategic kind of stuff, like Risk and Stratego.
The stuff where you have to really read the rules.
You have to read the rules. You have to kind of like get like a little bit into it. And I never forget one of my buddies. We played like there was a time when all we did was hang out and go to work. After work, Friday night, instead of like going out partying, we would play Risk.
Right.
And literally, he beat me every single time.
Oh, man.
I never ever beat him.
Did you come close?
I came close a few times, but it's so funny. Like even losing that many times, it's still an awesome game. It's like you move and then like, I should have did something else.
I have never played Risk. I don't even know how to play it. That
aspect in any kind of game, the initial, you just learned something by doing something wrong. That's fun for me.
Yeah.
You're constantly learning and like developing new strategies for different things, but that like, okay, you move your piece here and like you see your opponent's hand move toward it and you automatically know you fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to play those every now and then, but not as much as you. I do kind of prefer the party games, like the ones with the simple rules and stuff. But, I mean, I enjoy tabletop gaming, too. I think it's fun.
Yeah, that's, I guess, my biggest kick. My newest kick that I've been in is tabletop gaming. So what's yours?
Me, what am I really feeling this week? I found out this, I guess they're a group. It's not like a band, because they don't play instruments, but this group I like called Futurecop, they released a new album a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did you listen to it?
No, I haven't had a chance to listen to it, and it's pissing me off. So I'm like, all right, this week I gotta just go listen to this album because I need to go buy it and or stream it from their site or wherever. But I need to listen to it because I love all their stuff, and it's pissed me off that it's taken me this long to listen to it.
Yeah,
so,
we have a slightly different approach toward music. I would say,
Oh, varied taste. Yeah.
But Futurecop is one of the groups that I found on your iPod that was like, wow, I really like these guys. It's like kind of like synth pop kind of thing. Like, it's very 80s.
Yeah.
And which, like, people our age, like between the 25 to 30-year-old bracket nowadays, 80s was a big deal in their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And, like, everything from the 80s, like, we love. So it's like, that sound... is very cool, and that's what Futurecop is.
Exactly. When I listen to their music, I feel like a kid again, but with a hint of like kind of dance type music from today. So I think they're great. They're very talented. So I want to check them out, and also I think I posted a few pictures on Facebook, but as you guys know, I'm into Legos. I've been into Legos since I was little. Legos are expensive, though, so I don't have a lot, and I also don't want to have my whole house covered in Legos, so I'm really trying to rein it in. But I do have some nice pieces. I've got, the Millennium Falcon, and then Alex actually got me Jabba the Hutt's ship, or whatever. I don't know what you call that thing. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
it's his little, it's the thing he's on when Leia, she strangles him. It's the ship, the boat, the flying ship, and
from Return of the Jedi, the Sarlacc pit, where they,
Yeah, you guys know what we're talking about. Anyway, I got that too.
His barge.
That's there you go. Jabba the Hutt's barge. So yeah, those are the two big pieces I have. But I'm really into the actual minifigures.
Yeah, you do like the figures. The figures.
Well, because, I don't have space to, get a whole bunch of set pieces, so I gotta be very picky and choosy with what I get. But, yeah, I've recently got a bunch of those, and then, a while back, you bought the, Marvel Lego game for the PS3. So I try to play that whenever I can, whenever I just need to
I think that's
chill.
like the only video game that you get into nowadays is the Lego games.
Yeah, well, I've never been into video games all that much, really.
But you do have, I think, the Harry Potter one as well.
I had the Harry Potter one. The first one I ever got, actually, was the Star Wars one. And
I remember playing that. That was fun.
Yeah, that one's really fun.
And they're great games. They really are, the Lego games. They have a certain style about them. And gameplay that are very fun. Yeah, and the Star Wars one is so awesome because it's all 6 episodes. The cool thing about the new Marvel one is that their mouths move and they actually speak, you hear them. And which is new for the franchise.
Exactly, so that's really cool too. And I
think there's a new one that just came out.
The Batman one.
Yeah, the new Batman one just came out.
3 or something like that.
Which I saw online that they have a bunch of different, secret characters or something like that.
Oh, really?
It's all the Batman stuff, but...
Right.
Very cool.
Yeah, well, I had the other... I forget the full name, but I had the other Batman Lego game, and then the Indiana Jones game.
Now, have you beaten all of them? Or
no, I haven't gotten 100% complete on any of them. The Star Wars one...
I don't mean 100% complete, because that's a different level.
Yeah.
In things, especially with those newer games, it's there's so many secrets and achievements, and it's to get 100%, you need to sink so many hours, and realistically, if you have a job and a life,
if you're a functioning person.
But did you beat the main quest?
I did in Star Wars, and I did in. Actually, that's the only one where I've gotten through everything. Obviously, I'm not at 100%, but I've played all the levels.
But close to it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that I've gotten the closest with. And the other ones, I kind of just go, I go in and out of, I play one for a long time, and then I'll play another one for a long time.
Well, I know that some of them you have on the Wii, too. Which is kind of a dust collector now.
Well, I still like the Wii for the Lego games.
Oh, I mean, it's a great system. But, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, as everybody knows, I mean, like, I'm definitely nerdy about a lot of stuff, but, like, comics and then, like, gaming, I don't know shit about those. But, like, with gaming, like, I like the Lego games, and I have some Super Mario Brothers games for the Wii and stuff, but that's pretty much where it ends for me. But I'm content with them, and I have a lot of fun playing them. But anyway, yes, my big obsession lately is Legos. I'm always trying to find deals on used ones and stuff like that. And, yeah, I've been trying to play that Marvel game. I think I'm at, like, 15% complete, so I've got quite a bit to do still.
Well, see, even in that one, I think there's, like, 80 to 100 characters you can unlock.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would be happy with something like that, even if I just finished the story.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near finishing.
Just to finish the story would be fine for me. I don't have to unlock everything, you know.
Well, yeah, but it is cool. I would like to just see what happens when you get everything, but I'm not in any rush to get through it or anything either. But yeah, those are the big things. You know, obviously besides Christmas shopping, which I've been doing pretty much all of my stuff online this year and wrapping up all my gifts. So I'm pretty much done.
Just finished my Christmas shopping.
Yeah, so yeah, Legos and that Marvel game are my two big things. We just went to Universal yesterday.
Yeah, we try to go to Universal. I mean, it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Why not go?
Yeah, exactly. It's not, you know, we're fortunate where we only live about an hour away, but so when we go, we can go for the day, and if we go on 2 rides, that's fine. You know, we don't need to go on.
Like, I remember when I was younger going to Universal and having to cram so much stuff in, and it's like, you can't do that. You know, especially
it's totally different mindset now, and also being an adult too. I don't, you know, it's like, I'll just go on it later. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
But yeah, that was fun. They had all the little Christmas floats up and stuff. We were going to see the parade, but we decided we'd rather eat, so we missed that.
And the Harry Potter parks are still crazy packed.
Yeah, they are. They're still crazy awesome.
Which, you know, that's where we differ as well. I mean, everybody loves Harry Potter. I don't get it.
Well, but you've never read the books and you've never seen the movies.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I have seen some of the movies, but like the ones that I saw, like didn't make me want to see the next one. Well, it's like I don't care about Hogwarts and these kids.
That's another thing, though. I can't fully say how much I would be into it if I just saw the movies. The books...
Yeah, the books is definitely a big thing.
It's the same thing.
And that's usually all the fans, the big fans, and not just like a crazy, like, you know, small child fan or whatever. Right. They say, okay, well, it's the books fan. Just like really any other franchise.
Yeah, that's how it always... That's how it's always going to be.
That being said, both the Harry Potter rides are badass.
Yes, they're great.
Even though I don't care about anything Harry Potter, you go on that ride and you're like, fuck, man, I'm a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, exactly. I love them. They're yeah. Can't say enough good things about those. But yes, so that was fun too.
Yeah, so that's a week in review, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything we wanted to cover. We're gonna try to, you know, this.
You said one more thing to cut you off. You spoke about music.
Oh yeah,
your music that you're in. I did find one very cool artist. They're called Sticky Fingers, and they're kind of hard to find because you have a Rolling Stones cover band with the name Sticky Fingers,
right?
And then you have a rapper named Sticky Fingers.
Oh yeah.
Who's good? I like both of those things. And then you have this band from Australia who's like a reggae rock, kind of like little like psychedelic band, and I first found them a while back, and then I recently saw that they put a new album out, and I got into them again, and very cool. You should check them out if you can. They just do like I mean, reggae is a very hard thing to sell, and they do it very well. I mean, they have that UK sound, but not hit you over the head with it.
Well, maybe you can post a link to one of those songs you really like off their new album. On the
the one that I showed you. It's
I like the stuff you showed.
Yeah, I remember I looked that song up on YouTube. I mean, you could find all this stuff on YouTube, you know. But one of the comments was, "Man, if you put this song out as a single in the United States, you guys are going to get big,
right?
Because it does have that single sound, you know."
Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, check them out too. They're pretty. I enjoy them also.
So that's it. We got movies, games, music, art,
Legos.
Legos, fun stuff, nerdy stuff.
Yeah, basically
That's what we're
just
talking
nerdy
about
stuff.
here.
Oh, and then I also just wanted to just bring up that we, last week we did do our first ever giveaway. It was our little pop figure, the Olaf character from Frozen.
It went pretty well.
It went well, yeah. I'm excited about that. So
Definitely going to do more stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd honestly, because it's December and it's Christmas time, I'd like to do one a week. So we'll see. Maybe I can get one together real quickly for this coming week.
Yeah,
but
and maybe give try to give people a little bit more time. Yeah,
maybe I'll do 2 days instead of 1 day.
Yeah.
But thank you to everybody that participated in that. That was really awesome of you guys. And congratulations again to the 2 winners.
Yeah, that's what we like. I mean, basically just debating with other people, Try to comment, whatever you want to comment, subscribe.
Yeah, that's a good lead-in, actually, to our ending thing. If you want to send us any feedback, you can email us at damselsinDebate@gmail.com. You can leave comments on our website, where you can also stream all our episodes.
Yeah, what did you think about the Star Wars trailer, the Terminator, Jurassic World? What are your thoughts on it? Was it as cool as you thought?
Or do you play D&D?
Yeah, where are you at? Let's get a game together.
Yeah, exactly. So you can go to our website, damselsindebate.com. You can follow us on Twitter. Same thing, just search for Damsels in Debate. Facebook, we're DID Podcast. You can like our page. Same thing, comment, send us links, all that crap. And you can also, rate, review, and subscribe to us on iTunes and Stitcher, and also on YouTube.
Yeah, we just got all the previous episodes are now up. So check them out. Mm-hmm. All the old episodes are down there.
Yeah, because iTunes and I think Stitcher only keep, the 10 most recent episodes. But on YouTube and, of course, on our website, we have all of our episodes that go all the way back to, I think, May or March of last year was when we first started.
Yeah, and big changes. Well, not big changes, but exciting changes to come.
Yeah, fun changes.
Probably about the new year, we'll try to get everything straightened up and let everyone know what's going on.
Yeah, so just bear with us. And again, we're sorry for the delay, but we just had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, work, holidays, it's rough.
Yeah, Monica moved.
Yeah, the third quarter of the year is rough.
Yeah, you guys know how it is. All right, so that's it. Thank you for joining me, Alex.
Thank you very much. Comment. Say hello.
Rate and review. All right, bye-bye.